How can we have this idea that we're going to have this life-changing experience with God if all we have is 1 hour a week where we read and sing things that other people wrote and listen to a message that's a half hour long? See, what I understand why God created us is He created you and He created me to worship and have a personal relationship with Him. A personal, daily relationship with Him. How often in your life do you go to God and say, "Dear Heavenly Father, I want to lift up my husband to you this morning because he is dealing with such stress at work, and I need you to relieve that stress. Please do something about that today." And God, man, I am frustrated because I have doubts in my faith, and sometimes I'm worried about what I think, and sometimes I do things that I know you don't want me to do. Please help me, God. I have these doubts. And my neighbor's dealing and struggling with things, and God, I'm watching TV and I see things going on overseas, and I'm very concerned about that. How often in your life do you do that? How often in your life do you take time to say, "God, here's what I believe, here's what I think. I want to communicate with you. I want to have a relationship with you. I want to have something special with you. I want to do something today where I communicate my thoughts and feelings to you so that you know me. I know you already know me, but I know you want me to tell you." Christianity isn't church on Sunday morning. Christianity is a day-to-day walk with the Creator of the universe. And He wants a personal, vibrant, daily relationship. He wants to know you. He wants to know your thoughts. He wants to know your feelings. He wants you to be committed to Him. Martin Luther, the starter of the Reformation, he would pray for 2 hours a day. Every single day he set aside in his schedule 2 hours. Now when the Reformation began, things started to stockpile on him, and he would say, "Man, I'm so busy, I can't do that 2 hours of praying anymore. I need to start praying 3 hours." When things got busy, he started praying 3 hours. If you think you're too busy to pray, I would suggest that you're too busy not to pray. If you think you're too busy, your schedule is too busy to fit time in to talk to God, I would suggest that if your schedule's that busy, you better start praying. Because the supernatural will happen. The things that always took you a long time to get done when you start praying, guess what? God blesses those things. Because He wants you to set aside time for Him. He wants you to set aside time to love and worship and just lay yourself at His feet and say, "Holy are you. You are the God of the universe. You love me. You created me. I have no reason to be in your presence. I have no right to stand before you. But you love me. I don't know why. I keep turning my back on you. I keep doing my own thing. But yet you consistently bring me back with patience and love." This morning you are being offered the mystery of the universe. You're being offered a key to what God has for you. And the challenge is, are we going to take it? Are we going to trust in it? If you have your Bible, you can open to another very familiar text. Psalms chapter 23. Psalms chapter 23. King David is writing this. And if you know anything about King David did a lot of crazy stuff in his life. But yet all the mistakes he made, murdering a guy and committing adultery and doing a lot of things that were not holy and pure, God still said to King David, He says, "You're a man after my own heart. You are a friend of me." God, the guy who created the universe, God says, "You are my friend. You are a man after my own heart." Here's what David says in his prayer, Psalm 23. "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Can you write that? I mean, could that outflow from your heart? I know for me, I look at that, man, that is pretty amazing. He has a great perspective. But within that prayer, he's not saying, God, make it as easy as possible for me. He's not saying, God, give me health, wealth, and everything I want. He's not saying, give me a palace and a nice new chariot and make my life easy. He's saying, through the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil. He's saying, I know hard times are coming, but I'm trusting in you. And I know by the fact that I am talking to you now, I will have power in my life. I will have power in my life. King David knew that the power was God's, not his own, not his ability to be a leader, not his ability to be a warrior. He knew that his power came from God. And I think the biggest challenge for us in this room is that we believe that we are smart enough, we have enough money, we've done enough things, that we really don't need the power of God in our life. I go on mission trips. And on these mission trips, I find people that are in the lowest places of life. They have no money, they have nothing, but their thirst for God is unquenchable. Their desire to know the things of God. There would never be a boring service where these people live. Because the Spirit of God is so desired that they scream for it, that the people want it so badly that they refuse to live without it. But here in America, we have a nice hospital that makes a lot of money. And it makes it to a place where we might think that we don't need God anymore. And we are not hungry for God's presence. We do not thirst for Him in our lives. I don't know about you, but for me, man, if I haven't eaten in a while, anything tastes good. Right? Especially in the summer when it's super hot. If you get thirsty, you'll drink seltzer water. Right? You'll drink whatever. Prune juice. If it's a liquid, you know? You get thirsty, whatever it is, it's like, wow! That is awesome. Whatever it is, it quenches your thirst. Whatever it is, it tastes amazing. But yet, when I'm full, it tastes terrible. My question this morning for you, do you believe in the power of God in prayer? Do you believe that prayer changes things? Do you have a thirst? Are you thirsty for God? Are you hungry for God? You hear what I'm saying? Are you thirsty? Do you want to see Him work in your kids' lives, your grandkids' lives, in your wife, husband's life? Are you thirsty to see God's presence in your life? Or are you full and you don't need me anymore? And it doesn't taste that good to you? It's a challenge. We need to ask ourselves, do we truly believe God can change Danville, Pennsylvania? Do we truly believe God can change Danville's high school? Do we truly believe that God can change the United States of America, that He can change the hearts of our leaders? Do we truly